We are going to cover all the laws of exponents in a single video. Let's start. So first one we have a raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. Let's look at the explanation. Let m and n be 3 and 4. So we'll get a raised to 3 into a raised to 4. Now, how does this equal to a raised to 7? So what we'll do, we'll write a 3 times. So a raised to 3 is a multiplied by itself 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then a multiplied by itself 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if we count the number of a's multiplied together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's nothing but a raised to 7. Which will obviously be the sum of the powers, right? That is the number of times a is getting multiplied. That's how we get a raised to m plus n. Next one, a raised to m upon a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. Same thing, let's do. Let m be 4. So let's write a raised to 4 upon a raised to 3. This will be a 4 times multiplied together upon a multiplied by itself 3 times. Now, we can cancel the a's. So these 3 a's will be cancelled here and the leftover will be 1, which is nothing but the subtraction of the powers. That's how we get a raised to 4 minus 3, which is a raised to 1, which is a raised to m minus n. Third one, a raised to m, the whole raised to n. Now let's write it. Let m be 2, n be 3. So a raised to 2, the whole raised to 3. Now let's look at this one thing. This whole bracket is raised to the power 3. So this whole bracket raised to the power 3. Let the inside of the bracket remain as it is. The whole bracket is getting multiplied by itself 3 times. So let's write that. So a square into a square into a square. So what we have done, the whole bracket is one single unit, is getting multiplied by itself 3 times. So we just wrote the bracket multiplied by itself 3 times. Now let's open the brackets. So we will get a raised to 2 into a raised to 2 into a raised to 2. Now, using this formula, we can add the powers. So 2 will come 3 times. So 2 will be added 3 times, which is nothing but 2 into 3. So we will get 2 a raised to 2 into 3, which is a raised to 6, which is nothing but a raised to mn. Now fourth one, a raised to m into b raised to m equal to a into b the whole raised to m. So let's call a as 2, b as 3 and m as 4. Now let's write this. So we get 2 into 3, ab the whole raised to m will be 2 into 3 the whole raised to 4. Now this inside bracket gets multiplied by itself 4 times. So we can write it like 2 into 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let's open the bracket and let's collect all the 2's together and 3's together. Since it's multiplication, it's commutative. So we get 2 multiplied by itself 4 times and then 3 multiplied by itself 4 times. Now, isn't this nothing but 2 raised to 4 and this is b raised to 4. So we can write it like 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 4. Which is nothing but a raised to m into b raised to m. A raised to m upon b raised to m equal to a upon b the whole raised to m. So same logic. Let's a is 2, b is 3, m is 4. So we'll write 2 upon 3 the whole raised to 4. Now this whole thing, so this is the RHS. This whole thing is getting multiplied by itself 4 times. So we'll get 2 upon 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So instead we can just write the whole fraction as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. This is nothing but 2 raised to 4 upon 3 raised to 4, which is a raised to upon b raised to. So when we open the bracket, we can distribute the power to numerator and denominator. Same thing here. This is a multiplication, still it gets distributed. Whether it's division or multiplication, the power will get distributed. A raised to minus m equal to 1 upon a raised to m. So for the first time we have a negative exponent. Now how does this equal to the reciprocal of the number? Let's look at this one. Let m be 3, n be 4. So if we write a raised to 3 upon a raised to 4, when we cancel out, we get a into a into a upon a into a into a into a. When we cancel it, we get 1 upon a. And when we use this formula, we get a raised to 3 minus 4, which is a raised to minus 1, which is equal to 1 upon a. That is how we get the reciprocal. So any exponent, if it's a negative, it will be 1 upon that whole number. Now, why is a raised to 0 1? Any number except 0 raised to 1 will be 1. How? Let's look at this. It's the same formula. We'll use the same formula. So let's write a raised to x upon a raised to x. Let m and n be equal. So we are just writing a raised to x upon a raised to x. Now, let's use our logic. So by logic, we can just cancel and the answer will be 1. So by logic, answer is 1. Now let's use formula. Formula here. So a raised to m minus n. So we get a raised to x minus x, which is nothing but a raised to 0. That is why a raised to 0 equal to 1. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.